Happy Easter everyone! Master Ronin here. There's a new event in Dauntless called Springtide event. You will receive a new quest from Bosun Marcus, the Great Pufflehop Rescue. You can complete it in the new hunt that's been added to the game, named Springtide Pufflehop Rescue. As the name suggests, you need to protect the Pufflehops from those nasty Styxians. The hunt consists of 3 stages. In the first stage you have to gather as many unhatched Pufflehop eggs as you can. You only have 90 seconds to do this, so speed is crucial. Because this hunt isn't all that hard and combat heavy, it's best to make a speed build for it. This is the build that I think works best. You can find the link in the description below. Chain blades are probably the best choice here because they provide the most mobility with all the dashes and teleports. The most important perks for this build are Swift, Grace and Sprinter. The rest don't really matter. Swift at +6 will give you 30% increased movement speed while your weapon is sheathed, which will be most of the time. This perk also affects other slayers if they're close enough. Grace at +6 will increase your movement speed by 20% while sprinting. It also gives you some attack speed. Sprinter at +6 will reduce your maximum stamina by 30, but it will give you a 17.5% increase to movement speed and reduce the sprint cost by the same amount. Keep in mind that the Sprinter perk can only be acquired by purchasing the cell from Lady Luck for 150 steel marks, so you'll need 300 steel marks if you want it at +6. If you don't have the trials unlocked yet, or don't have enough steel marks, don't worry, you can skip this perk. Other perks that can help you with this build are Conditioning, Adrenaline and Zeal. Conditioning at +6 will increase your stamina regeneration by 30%. Adrenaline at +6 will increase your damage based on missing or used stamina. Zeal at +6 will increase your lantern tap ability effectiveness by 65%. It can really help if you're using Shrike's Zeal Lantern, which has a tap ability that increases your movement speed by 40% for 6 seconds. Zeal is a new cell, so if you don't have it, you can use Conduit, which boosts your and nearby slayers' attack speed by 15% for 8 seconds if you have it at +6. Or you could use Energized. At +6 it would increase your weapon charge rate by 40%, so you can use those chain blades dashes more often. Conditioning, Adrenaline, Conduit and Energized are meant for stage 3 of the hunt, which I will talk about later. With this build you will be super fast. It might actually be too fast for some players. The footage here isn't sped up. You can use chain blade dashes to reposition yourself and correct your path. It's great to help you from falling off the island, if you time it right. So just run around the island, keep spamming the button that is used for gathering flowers and ores, and don't waste too much time looking around, just keep moving forward. If you miss an egg or fall off the ledge to a lower platform, just go on. Don't waste time going back for that egg unless there's a lot of them and there's an easy way to get back up. Sometimes you will find a whole cluster of eggs, sometimes you won't find any for a while. Don't worry and keep moving, and try not to get stuck behind a tree. So now that the time is up and you gathered as many eggs as you could, it's time for the second stage of the hunt. You will need to find a pen in which you will have to herd the hatched Pufflehops. It will be marked on your compass. You will have 95 seconds to herd them, but you have some time before this timer actually starts, so you can get to the pen before the second stage begins. Once you get there, use the remaining time to chop down as many trees as you can. And no, I'm not joking. Trees will obstruct your path and make it more difficult to herd the Pufflehops into the pen. First focus on the closest trees to the pen and move outward. When the second stage actually starts, you will see Pufflehops emerging from the ground. Quickly look around and find a spot where there's a lot of them. If you come to a Pufflehop, it will move away from you. So you need to run around and prevent them from going away from the pen while leading them closer to it. In this stage it could actually hurt your progress if you use the full speed of the build. Because if you go too fast, you won't be able to lead the Pufflehops in the right direction. Also keep in mind that the other slayers have the same effect on them, which could cause them to block the Pufflehops you're trying to lead into the pen. Best tactic for this is to have 2 slayers far and 2 slayers close to the pen. The ones that are far should try to prevent Pufflehops from wandering off while leading them closer to the pen, and the slayers who are close to the pen should lead them in. The worst thing you can do is stand next to the pen, because you will block all the Pufflehops from going in. Try to focus on large groups first. As the time is close to running out, focus on the ones closest to the pen, even if it's just 1 or 2 of them. It's better to get just 1 Pufflehop into the pen than trying to get a big group in and fail because the time ran out. Good job! You heard the Pufflehops into the pen, but they aren't safe yet. Their natural predators can still harm them. Time to build up some Styxians and teach them a lesson. Which is, don't pick on the weaker creatures, because then we'll have to pick on you. And it's okay if we do it, or something like that. So for the stage 3, you have 95 seconds to slay as many Styxians as you can. The tactic here is to spot the location where there are the most Styxians. Don't fight them one by one. That's just a waste of time. Use dashes and teleports to position yourself in the center of them, and use the chain fling combo, or even better, the swinging blades combo. For the chain fling combo, you need to make 3 secondary attacks. And for swinging blades, you need to do 2 primary attacks, followed by a secondary attack, and finish it with another primary attack. This way, you can kill a lot of Styxians at once. Here's where the conditioning, adrenaline, conduit, and energize perks come in handy. So you can reposition yourself more often, attack faster, regenerate more stamina, and deal a lot more damage as you're spending stamina on sprinting and combos. Great job, you saved the Pufflehops. Pat yourself on the back. So the better you did in all 3 stages, the more carrot chips you will get at the end. You can spend them at Bosun Marcus to buy certain things which are only purchasable for the duration of the event. There's a Bound Counter emote, Springtide Pufflehop Banner Bundle, Visage of the Pufflehop Flare, Springtide Face Paint, and Renewal Hair Tint. You can also buy some things with Platinum. Puffle Toppers, a Helm Transmog. If you use it, it will double all the carrot chips you get from completing the hunt. And you can also buy the Hey There Arrival emote and Puffle Power Lantern Transmog. So, get out there and save some jumpy fuzzballs of cuteness. Happy hunting! you like my content, I'd appreciate it if you subscribed and liked the video. I hope to see you again next time, and until then, take care and stay awesome.